Now that we covered my carries, we're going to get into fundamentals. You still got to have sight alignment, sight picture for aiming. Make sure you focus on what?
Front side chip.
Same track. Still get your natural point of aim. Don't muscle the weapon. Get your body alignment to the target so it's a heck of a lot easier. Just like if you're getting down at the 300 rapid fire on KD range, you understand?
Yes, sir.
We all know how to get on that point of aim, right?
Yes, sir.
Breathe in, breathe out, relax. Go on now. Limited time, you only got 5 to 10 seconds to shoot on these targets, you understand?
Yes, sir.
So like I was saying, you got to compress them. You got to be able to climb faster, quicker. You understand?
Yes, sir.
What's up? Nighttime. You can't see anything, right?
No, sir.
All the other senses are going to be kicking in a lot better, such as your hearing. Mostly your hearing. You're going to hear things a lot better. If you can't see the enemy, you're going to hear them a lot better. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen up. The human eye. The human eye is made up of 2 different parts in the back of your retina. You got cones, you got rods. If you're looking at the stars and you think you see a star kind of off to the right or left and we look directly at it, you don't see it anymore?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's because the rods right in the center of your eye, as you were, the cones in the center of your eye, which you use to see in the daytime, they're closed up. They're not seen anymore. You can only see directly around center vision. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
You all understand that?
Yes, sir.
So, your cones, go ahead and turn. The cones that you use to see in the daytime with, when it gets dark, they start to close up. The rods start to open up, and it takes a while for it to do this. In order for you to acquire perfect night vision, it takes at least 30 minutes of complete darkness for those rods to open all the way up, or 20 minutes of red light plus 10 minutes of complete darkness. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Understand that?
Yes, sir.
You know all those war movies where everybody's flying in the helicopter and they got the red lights on, or in the submarine they got nothing but red lights. That's so that if they have to go out in the dark, it only takes 10 minutes to acquire the night vision. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Alright, factors that will affect your night vision. Fatigue. If you're worn out, it will be harder for you to acquire your night vision. Oh, are we worn out here?
No, sir.
You're not fatigued?
No, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Alright, well, if you were, it'd be harder to get your night vision tonight. Lack of oxygen. Okay? So if you're a heavy smoker, that will affect your night vision. What you see down there further, right?
Yes, sir.
Heavy smoking. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that will affect your night vision. That kind of goes in along with lack of oxygen. Or if you're running around in life, like you will be in combat, breathing really heavy, hey, it's going to be harder for you to achieve your night vision. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Long exposure to the sunlight. Okay, it wasn't very sunny out here today. A lot of times in the summertime it gets real bright and it burns out your eyes all day long. Hey, nighttime comes around, your eyes are kind of worn out, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you got complete darkness now after a real bright day. It's going to be harder for you to achieve your night vision. Illness, if you're sick, it will be harder to achieve your night vision. Alcohol in the past 48 hours. You got to worry about that?
No, sir.
All right, where's my Listerine recruits at? Where you at? All right, well, you'll have some problems. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Improper diet. Do we have an improper diet?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
That MRE's enough for you?
Yes, sir.
Good to go, good to go. How many calories one of them got?
35, yes, sir.
They got plenty, right?
Yes, sir.
You don't got to worry about that one either, right?
No, sir.
All right, every one of these factors, you still will get night vision. You'll adjust to the dark, but it will be harder if with one of these factors. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Maintenance. Once you got that perfect night vision, you want to keep it, right?
Yes,
You want
sir.
to be able to see the enemy when it comes out of the trees, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So maintenance. We want to keep the night vision. Avoid looking at bright lights. So don't be running around out here tonight shining moonbeams in each other's eyes. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Now when the parachute flares go off, do not look at those. Got that?
Yes, sir.
Anytime you look at a bright light, take 30 minutes of complete darkness for those cones to close up, the rods to open up. Hey, a bright light, such as a camera flash, a flashlight, a parachute flare, all you gotta look at is for 1 second and everything reverses. Those rods close up, the cones open back up. If they think it's daytime, it's gonna take you another 30 minutes. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna avoid looking at bright lights, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, scanning techniques. like I said, remember how your direct center of your vision, you can't see perfectly, right?
Yes, sir.
Because what's located in the center?
Yes, sir.
Cones, right?
Yes, sir.
And those are for seeing when?
Daytime, sir.
Daytime, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you look directly at an object, such as the enemy, you might not be able to make out the man's silhouette. So what you're going to do, as you see in my chart here, you're going to look slightly high to the right. After you scan it, if you think you see a man out there, look just slightly off center, look slightly off center of the enemy, and you'll be able to make out a silhouette a lot better. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you'll still be able to see enough to engage a target through your sight, so good to go?
Yes, sir.
That's the reason we put up that big sight on the back. Now another type of scanning technique, when you're scanning the area, scanning the battlefield, is the figure 8 scanning technique. What that is, you're going to be looking in a figure 8 pattern as you're scanning the area. Now that doesn't mean you're going to be going in a real fast pattern like this. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
What's that going to do? Make you dizzy and fall down, right?
Yes, sir.
If you're on an OPLP all night long, you're up for 8 hours in the dark scanning the area, your eyes are going to get worn out. So what you're going to do is just look in a slow figure 8 pattern across the area, scanning for the enemy. That way, because if you look directly at something, you can't see it, right?
Yes, sir.
If you're looking in a figure 8, you're going to catch something out of the ordinary. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
The thing you're going to look for is improper camouflage, the outline of a man's silhouette. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Now, one thing about artificial illumination is it can have a blinding effect. Okay? That's pretty obvious, right? We got a perfect night vision. If we look at any type of illumination, what's going to happen?
Lose it, sir.
We lose it, right?
Yes, sir.
So once again, when those parachute flares go off tonight, avoid looking at the parachute flares. And I know it's going to be kind of hard because it's the first time we ever see anything like that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If a parachute flare goes off behind the enemy, if it goes off behind their position, it's going to make the enemy appear smaller. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what happens is you got a really bright light behind the target. So what it's going to do is it's going to kind of swallow up the outline of it. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
See that before you put a really bright light behind something, it kind of makes it look smaller?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's going to swallow up the silhouette of it just from the light. Okay. Now, if the illumination is between you and the enemy or behind you, it'll make them look closer. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
And that's just because most of the light is going to be directly on them. But where do you think you want the illumination to be at?
Above, sir.
Behind us?
Yes, sir.
Behind them, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, if it goes out behind us, they see us, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you want the illumination behind them. Now, one of the techniques that you can use to keep your night vision from getting screwed up is when any kind of illumination goes on and you're running around, you can close your firing eye. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Your firing eye, the eye that you shoot out of. Okay, you gotta be careful when you do that because you kind of lose your vision a little bit. You lose your judgment. Okay? But if you leave that firing eye closed and only open it when you look through your sights, hey, your night vision is gonna be better than that eye. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Okay, another kind of effect that air illumination can have. When a parachute flare is coming down, it's going to be swinging on that parachute. So if there's a tree stump or a boulder or something out there, and it's going to be casting a shadow on it, and at the same time it's swinging back and forth, what's it going to do?
Move the shadow,
The
sir.
shadow is going to be moving around, right?
Yes, sir.
And it can kind of cause an effect that makes you think that's a person running around out there. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
So that's when you got to be careful what you're shooting at. You got to make sure you're scanning the area and make sure you know what your target is. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Let it play tricks on you. A lot of tricks will be played on your eyes at nighttime. If you sit and stare at something long enough in the nighttime, it will start to move. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
That's without illumination. You got any hunters out here?
Yes, sir.
You ever been in the unit at nighttime, waiting for the daylight to come out, and you swear to God you're looking at a deer, and all of a sudden the sun comes up, and it was a log or a rock? You ever seen that?
Yes, sir.
Hey, same thing. You stare at something long enough in the nighttime, your eyes are straining to see. It's going to be hard for you to judge what's real and what's not. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
So don't let yourself get fooled.
Up from the wreck in the middle of the night.
Up from the rack in the middle of the night.
I make a head call and I'm ready to fight.
I make a head call and I'm ready to fight.
Grease gun keyboard by my side.
Grease gun keyboard by my side.
These are the tools that make men die.
These are the tools that make men surface, we will be ready to go. When we hit the surface,